I gotta tell you, if you don't do this, you are absolutely setting yourself up for failure. You're wasting valuable time and energy that you have at the front end of your freelancing journey, and you're just not gonna be as successful as you would be otherwise. So please do this. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla, and if you're new here, this is where we talk all about things like project management and working at startups. And lately, we've been talking a lot about freelancing, and in particular, how to get started as a freelance project manager. So if you're a project manager who's interested in branching off, doing your own thing, going solo, maybe full-time, part-time, on the side, this is the video series for you because we're going to dive into that a little deeper. And I know based on feedback from you guys here on my YouTube channel and also over on LinkedIn, if you don't follow me on LinkedIn, you absolutely should follow me on LinkedIn because I talk about all of this stuff just about every single day. But I know based on feedback that you want more info about how to get into freelancing. And this is a topic that's near and dear to my heart because I've been working as a freelance project manager. I have my own business. I've been doing this for 3.5 years now. So I love offering support and guidance and tips to you guys. So I thought, I'm going to do a 3-part series and I'm going to follow the same format that I offer in my freelance project manager bootcamp. Now, this is an offer that I created earlier this year, again, based on feedback from you guys who wanted some more coaching and advice around how to get into freelancing or starting your own business. So I created this program called the Freelance Project Manager Bootcamp, and I usually open it up for enrollment about once a quarter, and it's open to up to 5 people, and we come together once a week for 3 weeks, and I help you through the 3 steps that I recommend to get started as a freelancer. If you're interested in joining the next cohort of my Freelance Project Manager Bootcamp, I recommend that you subscribe to this channel if you don't already, because I usually put out YouTube shorts when I'm ready to launch another bootcamp, or follow me on LinkedIn. Again, I advise that anyway because I talk about all of this stuff just about every single day. So follow me on LinkedIn. If you want to get in touch with me, links to my website are below, along with links to my LinkedIn profile where you can direct message me. I also do offer one-on-one coaching if you're looking for a little more personalized attention to put together your freelancing strategy. I offer one-on-one coaching. I would be more than happy to talk to you about that as well. Again, links are below the video. Okay, so let's get started with our first video here, and I'm calling this Discovery, which is the same thing I call it in my boot camp. The first step is really about discovering who you are, what kind of project manager you want to be, what your strengths are, where you can improve, and why someone would even want to hire you, okay? Because here's the deal, here's the thing with project management. I think a lot of times people throw themselves out there. They're like, oh, I'm a project manager. I can help you. Like, I'm a project manager. Project management means different things to different people, depending on what type of company, what industry, what their role is. It's going to mean different things to different people. So you really need to figure out what it means to you first and what kind of work you want to ultimately capture before you can start putting together any further strategy around who your clients are and how to market yourself and how to ultimately go out there and capture that business. You need to figure out who you are, where your strengths lie, and what you want to do. So the way that we do this is really by asking questions, right? I got to tell you, if you don't do this, you are absolutely setting yourself up for failure. You're wasting valuable time and energy that you have at the front end of your freelancing journey, and you're just not going to be as successful as you would be otherwise. So please do this. If this seems really basic and simple, it absolutely is, but it is a necessary step to get clear with yourself and have enough respect for yourself ultimately that you are investing in yourself in the right way and positioning yourself appropriately. The other thing we do at this step is we really figure out where could we improve? What sort of skills are we lacking that are needed in the market today in terms of project management specifically? So step number 1 is all about discovery. So I have 3 tips for you today about how to get more clear about yourself and what kind of project manager you want to be. Okay, so the first tool that I recommend is something called the Eeeky Guy. And the Eeeky Guy is a Japanese word that translated means life's worth or life's purpose. And the whole idea with the Eeeky Guy is that we're sort of finding our sweet spot. We're finding the intersection of the things that really matter in creating a business, ultimately. So if you don't know what the Eeeky Guy is, I recommend that you Google it. And what will happen when you Google it is an image is going to come up. And usually Eeeky Guy is represented like a circle divided into 4 different quadrants. And each quadrant represents something. So the 4 different quadrants are what you're passionate about, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. And while you may not land in a job that's like perfectly at the center or the intersection of all of those, it's likely that you probably won't. You're going to have good days and bad days. The more you can get clear on what that means for you and what that intersection point looks like, the more you will start to gravitate and pull towards the positions that are better for you. So again, those 4 different quadrants are what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. I recommend that you kind of examine, you introspect, you really think about that, and that will help you as you start to develop your business strategy going forward. Okay, the second tool that I recommend is really a self-assessment. It's almost like a skill audit for yourself. And if you work with me one-on-one or you go through the boot camp, I'll provide some more details for you on how to do this. But if you're just, going off of this video, what I would recommend that you do is you look up maybe top 10 skills of a project manager. And you go through those skills and you think about them critically. You think about things like, what practical experience do I have in that skill area? And where did I excel? Or where could I have done better? Or what sort of positive feedback did I receive about each of those skill areas? And go through, I want you to really critically think about where you can improve, which skills you could improve in, and how you could improve in those areas. Is it getting more hands-on experience, or maybe reading a book, or talking to someone about developing that skill further, getting a coach, whatever it is? Create a roadmap for yourself based on that self-assessment that you have. Now, you're also going to want to think about the skill areas and how they relate to your ideal work, okay? Because if there's a skill that is really a skill that isn't important in your ideal work, you might want to spend a little time making sure you're polished and good at it, but you don't want to put too much time there. So think critically and sort of strategically as you're going through that skill audit and creating a roadmap for yourself for improvement. And I want you to also remember, one of the important things about being a freelancer, working for yourself, having your own business is people are looking to you as the expert. So if you need to polish up your skills, nobody's going to feel sorry for you or help you polish those up. That's something that you need to do on your own and present yourself as a professional who has the relevant skills and expertise. Okay, so the third thing I'm going to suggest to you is also very simple, but it's extremely important. And I know for me, this has helped me numerous times to have a vision in place, a vision for myself in place. So my third tip for you is really doing some visualization for yourself. What I would love for you to do is think about yourself maybe in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, and think about where you are, what sort of projects you're working on, what sort of people you're working with, what companies are you working with, what is your ideal vision for yourself as a project manager or a business owner or whatever it is. Start to visualize that and write it out and think about what that looks like for you, because that's going to help you not only as you move forward and put together your strategy and start capturing business and targeting the clients that are right for you, but it's also going to help you as you go into the future to have that vision to kind of fall back on. I know for myself, when I first started out freelancing, the work that I landed in the beginning was not my dream work. It wasn't my dream work. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't my, ideal things that I wanted to work on. But having a vision for myself and reminding myself of that helped me connect with people who ultimately put me in positions that I now love. And I'm now working on projects and with people that I never could have imagined in the beginning. And I credit a lot of that to having a vision for myself. So I can't stress enough the importance of creating a vision for yourself. Okay, so those are my 3 tips, my 3 suggestions for getting really clear on who you are, what kind of project manager you want to be, what kind of business you want to land. This is the first step before we go off and start to put together a more formalized strategy. So good luck. If you need any help, please let me know. Feel free to reach out, and I will see you next time for video number 2. Bye.